Hello guys, welcome to the 3D market commentary for today. Today is Friday, June 25th, so hopefully your trading week has gone well so far and you've got a good weekend ahead of you, ready to crack on again next week. So my name's Becky, my email address is there, becky@tradictive.com. There's also a link here, tradewithufos.com/Becky, which is this one just here. I'll take you to that in a minute, but before we do so, let's just cover the disclaimers, get those highlighted at the top. Of course, important to cover these for legal reasons, but also to understand the sort of premise of it, which is these kind of videos are demonstrations. So it's up to you to sort of take it as you will. It's us showing you what we do and how we think. Okay, so tradewithufos.com/Becky will bring you here. And from this page, you can set up your own free Trade with UFOs membership. Now with that, you'll get things like recordings of the sessions that we do, you'll get reminders for the sessions that we do. You'll also get the email that I'm about to go through, you'll get that every day. And once you've got your free Trade with UFOs membership, you'll be able to come down here and ask a question in a public area, which is great because it means that we can also answer the questions in a public area. So it means other people might also learn from those questions and answers. So we prefer that you ask questions there. Of course, you can email me if you'd like. It would be better here so that the entire community can learn. But either way, reach out however you feel comfortable. You can also, from this page, book one-on-one coaching with me directly if you'd like. Okay, so the newsflash, market commentary. This is what we look at here. This is where we have our 3D approach. Now, 3D approach simply means we look at three different elements here. So first things first is market climate. Upcoming market direction, up or down, meaning should we look to buy or sell, go long or short. That's what we mean by market climate. And we have an app that helps us with this. That's this app here. It's called the Auto Climate app. Now what I want you to do is just ignore the lines for now, just focus on the dots. These dots tell us in the form of their colour and thickness where we have probabilities. For example, this one I'm highlighting here is a thick red dot. Therefore, we have probabilities down. We should probably look to sell. If we were to have a thick blue dot, that's probability up, meaning we should probably look to buy. If we have thin dots of either colour, slightly harder to see, but if we have thin dots, that tells us not enough probability either way, and therefore do nothing. So again, we're using technology here to help us out with this. So it answers that question for us. By the way, AutoClimate is a free app. Then we have buy and sell UFOs. These tell us where we should buy and where we should sell. Just because we know we should buy or should sell doesn't mean we just buy and sell at whatever price it is right now. We want to increase our probability, lower our risk, and increase our profit potential. This is why we use our UFOs, these guys. Now, if we had red UFOs, which is this one that I'm highlighting here, that shows us where we have sell orders, meaning it's showing us a place where we should sell. It even tells us the prices that we have the sell orders at. Because if we want to sell where there's lots of other selling, much more likely to work in our favour. If we're buying, then we want to buy our green UFOs. Those show us where we have buy orders. Again, if we're buying, we want to make sure that we buy where there's lots of other buying. And again, we have the numbers on the right hand side there to tell us exactly where that should be. So that is UFOs. Market volatility is how quickly the price moves. So we'll talk about that as well. Okay, so we'll go through each of those things per market. We're looking at daily charts per market. So of course, things may change on different time frames. This is relevant to daily markets. And we're looking at the futures contracts for these markets as well to see a sort of representation. So we're starting with the S&P or the ES when it comes to futures. If you don't understand what that means, essentially understand we are looking at a representation of US stocks. Now, with the US stock market, we have an unconfirmed climate. Thin dot here, that tells us, doesn't matter the colour, that tells us not enough probability either way, therefore do nothing. Change time frame, change markets. We don't want to be trading where we don't have probability. Now, when it comes to buy and sell UFOs, we do have buy orders just here at 4248.25 to 4205.75. Those are there. So it could be that price comes down, hits these buy orders and goes up. and confirms the climate upwards, but we'll see. For the time being, not enough probability on this market. In terms of volatility, we'd expect the S&P, so the US stock market, to move up or down in 1 year of 15.99%. That means in 1 day, up or down of 42.91 points, in a week, up or down of 94.46 points, and in a month, up or down of 196.64 points. So that's the S&P. Overall, unconfirmed climate, not enough probability in either direction for the time being. So we'll move on to the next market, which in this case is going to be oil. Now in the meantime, I'm just going to see if I can fit it all on the page there. There you go. It says there about looking to educate yourself and the different courses that we do. Now we do courses in futures, stocks, forex, backtesting, trading plans, psychology. Now these are great courses to just take in and of themselves, but what's good about the courses is at the moment they're offering 3-month complimentary access to the apps. So as we said, AutoClimate is a free app. You can download that once you have your free TRADEWithUFOs UFOs membership. You can follow the steps to do that. If you want AutoUFOs, you can subscribe directly to them if you'd like. On TradingView, which is the one we're using here, then they're $34 per month. If you're using other platforms, they may be different prices. Now with a lot of the courses, they'll come with 3-month complimentary access to the UFOs. So it actually makes it cheaper to access the UFOs by doing a course. So you can check that out as well, do the maths, figure out which course might be better for you. So let's look at oil. With oil, we have a confirmed upwards climate, thick blue dot here, that tells us probability to the upside. Now, usually this market would go up for 6.47 candles. Let's round that up to 7. Normally goes up for 7 candles, and we're on candle number 23. That means we've gone way past what's normal in terms of a move to the upside, which means we would be more likely to see price change direction soon. So still probability up, it's just it's really running out of legs, it's really overextended. In terms of buy and sell UFOs, we have buy orders here, 68.87 to 65.25. Now that already worked at this point, here, to push price upwards. It's exactly what we expect buy orders to do, which is why we want to know where they are, which is why we want to be told by technology, hey, check this price out, this is likely to be a price where price goes up from, and that's exactly what happened there. So overall with crude oil, still probability up, we have buy orders beneath us, we have a confirmed upwards climate, but wouldn't be surprised to see it change soon based on the fact that we have gone overextended. In terms of volatility, we'd expect in a year movement up or down of 32.05%, which is up or down of 1.47 points in a day. In a week, 3.24 points up or down, and in 1 month, up or down of 6.75 points. Okay, moving on to the next market, which is gold. Now, what's the low gold? It says there about our coaching and support. Of course, you can access us on YouTube for free and on Facebook for free. We do a lot of information there. We've got a lot of sessions that we do there for free, of course. There's also our closed coaching environment. That's $21 per month, and you get access to more of our time in a closed environment. Either way, it's whatever you feel is right for you. So you can either join us on YouTube for free or join us in our closed coaching sessions. Okay, so gold has a confirmed downwards climate, thick red dot here, probability downwards. Usually it would go down for 6.29 candles, so let's say 7 again, and we're on candle number 10. So again, we have gone past what is usual in terms of a move to the downside, so a little bit overextended there. Not as much as oil was, but we are a bit overextended. In terms of UFOs, we have sell orders just above us at 1866 to 1804.4. And we would expect that if price were to hit the stack of sell orders, that it would fall from there. So bear that in mind. We have buy orders here, 1652.8 to 1624.4. So they're obviously a little bit further away. Overall probability down here with gold. Now notice I use the word probable, not to say that this is definite. None of it's definite. Sometimes unexpected things happen in the market. So we still manage our risk either way. But we want to make sure that if we are going to be trading, we at least have a probability on our side. So when it comes to volatility on gold, we would expect in 1 year movement up or down of 15.70%. which in one day is up or down of 17.63 points, in a week 38.82 points up or down, and in a month up or down of 80.81 points. So that's gold. Moving on to the next market now, which is the US dollar. The US dollar is responsible for about 80% of transactions worldwide every single day. So be aware of it. Even if you don't trade it directly, it will affect the other markets that we look at and then some. So be aware of it. So with the US dollar, we have a confirmed upwards climate, thick blue dot, probability upwards. Now this market usually goes up for 4.65 candles, which is, again, let's round it to 5, and we're on 10. So again, we have gone way past what's usual, more likely to see a change to the downside than a continuous move up. At the moment, we do still have probabilities up. I'm just saying that unlikely for it to continue based on the stats here. Now, buy and sell UFOs, we're kind of in the middle of them at the moment. We're not really close to either stat for us to see real movement unless new UFOs come into the market today. We have sell orders here at 93.125 to 92.84, and then buy orders here at 90.64 to 90.31. So again, we're kind of in the middle of them, unlikely to see them move price today. We may have new UFOs come in at move price. For the time being, still probability upwards, although I would expect that to change very soon. Market volatility, in 1 year, we'd expect movement up or down of 5.51%, which means in a day, up or down of 0.32 points, in a week, up or down of 0.7 points, and in 1 month, up or down of 1.46 points. So that's the US dollar. Now let's look at the last market, which is backed Bitcoin. So, Bitcoin has a thick red dot here. Just switch that. Confirmed downwards climate, thick red dot, probability downwards. Now we don't actually know how long this market usually goes down for based on what usually happens, because it's not been going long enough. It's not old enough yet. We don't have enough data to say this is what usually happens on this time frame. So all we know is that we are on currently candles number 6 to the downside. Now in terms of UFOs, we have UFOs up here at 39,295 to 37,460, and we have buy orders here at 27,782.5 to 22,910. So that's where we have our closest stack of buy and sell orders, but overall probability down here with Bitcoin. In 1 year, we would expect it to move up or down of 96.25%, so quite a bit more volatile than the other markets we've looked at, which means up or down in 1 day of 2,045.87, in a week up or down of 4,503.77, and in 1 month up or down of 9,375.35. So that's Bitcoin. Now, there's also this economic calendar here which you can use. It comes from fxstreet.com. We filtered by high impact news on certain countries. You can go to the link and you can change the filters to look at different levels of news or different levels of impact, as well as different countries. So for example, because we filtered here by high impact news, today being Friday, we know that we have news coming out on the euro and on the Swedish krona that could affect those markets. So again, these are things that we're not looking to subjectively interpret what this means for the market. Will it go up or down? It's just that it may increase volatility. With volatility comes greater risk. Some people like that, some people obviously don't like that. So it's just up to the individual trader to interpret the increased risk and go from there. Now, if you have any questions about our memberships, fees, coaching, apps, courses, you can self-schedule a clarification call, speak to one of our experts, figure out what would be better for you, if anything. And then we also have, of course, tradewithufos.com/Becky that you can come to, set yourself up with a free Trade with UFOs membership from there, and then you can come down, ask a question here in public so that I can answer it there in public for you. Or you can book one-on-one coaching with me as well if you'd like. So, I hope you guys have a great end to your trading week. Have a great weekend ahead of you, and I will see you again on Monday morning. Of course, any questions, reach out to us in the best way that you feel comfortable. We're always here to help, and we'll see you next